welcome to the first video of 10 ways as to how we can successfully get through this pandemic as founders. Now, one of the most important things that we haven't really paid attention to during this pandemic is our mental health. And we are all focused on getting well and trying to avoid getting sick and trying to avoid getting the virus and so on and so forth, and checking our symptoms, checking our fever and all that kind of thing. But most of us are not checking ourselves up here. How are we getting through this pandemic with a positive mindset, with a positive mental health? And for founders, now more than ever, it is the time to be able to keep a positive mindset, because it's so easy for an entrepreneur or a founder to go down and start worrying about their venture because they have a sense of uncertainty, especially during this time. Because ask any founder if a pandemic was part of their crisis plan, and they would tell you the chances of that happening were close to none, to be honest. And now that it's here, how do we deal? Some people have not even prepared themselves well enough to be able to understand what is happening, why it's happening, and what to do. And this is where a positive mindset first comes in. And there's so many other points. Like I said, we have 10 points, but this is the very first thing: dealing with yourself here. A healthy founder equals a healthy venture, and in this case, with health, we're dealing with mental health. Now, I want you to think about yourself as a sailor or a captain, and you have a huge ship, which is your venture, and the pandemic is the roaring waters. And the thing is that you need to get your ship back to safety, because at this moment everything is just scattered. And for some founders, business is not going as well. Their ventures are not as giving the same as they should have given or they were giving. Some have had to lay off their employees, their volunteers, and so on and so forth. Some have had to completely set a halt to their businesses, to their ventures, because of this pandemic. Some people don't even know whether they will recover back from it. But for you, let me tell you, there is a way to come back, and this will be guided through. And the first way to be able to understand that you will successfully get through the pandemic is to be able to have a mindset of successfully getting through the pandemic and the possibility of your venture actually succeeding even after the pandemic. Now let's go back to the captain and the ship. Now, your ship is in this roaring waters, and everybody that's dependent on you, your employees, your partners, your investors, they are all looking at you as their captain to be able to guide the ship back to safety, back to that oasis. That oasis should be your positive link to staying sane. That ray of hope, the fact that you think about the fact that even after this pandemic, there is some hope left. There is something left. I'm not back to where I started. I at least have learned a few things. I can do this better. And even if you had to shut down your business, you already know from this you can start all over with very much proper knowledge, and you haven't lost it all. You are at least not back to the drawing board. This is not you some time back where you had no idea on whether a business could succeed or not. This is not you back where you didn't have a clue on what to do. And for those who still haven't shut down, there are ways to be able to sustain yourself, but you need to be able to believe in yourself, believe in your venture enough, believe that there is still hope, and you need to create that mental stability. You need to create that positive mindset for you to be able to drive your venture back to safety. Look at the good things and the good outcomes out of this. Look at the possibilities out of this. Look at the opportunities out of this, and let that be the positive anchor to you getting back and successfully getting through this pandemic. So a healthy founder equals a healthy venture. Every single thing changes every time, and there's more to learn. There's much knowledge out there, and trust me, you don't know everything that there is to know yet. I kid you not. With everything that's growing in this generation, there's so much to learn, and this is the right time. Right now, when your venture is on a slowdown, when your venture is on a standstill, this is the proper time.